All right. Well, this meeting is now being live streamed. I'm going to go ahead and record it as well. So as I started the recording and I got this going out to YouTube Live, I just wanted to, it's been forever since I've been on YouTube Live, by the way. So just great to plug back into that channel. But what I've done is I've got this new tablet here. I've got the Remarkable 2. And I went live on LinkedIn and I started talking about how great the Remarkable 2 was and the different things that I was doing with it. And I wanted to be clear on why I got the Remarkable 2, because this thing costs as much as a laptop. Let's make no bones about it. I even went public, with Remarkable 2, and I said I still have sticker shock, but I really like the product. And here's the thing. When I was corporately employed, I used to go to an office with people, sit around a big table, and I would have a tablet or a laptop with me, and I'd be connected to OneNote, and I'd be taking notes. I'm a furious note taker when I'm in meetings. I like to record, just the act of writing it down seems to give me a better retention of what's going on. And so I would take really, really good notes. Well, sure enough, the layoffs happened and then the pandemic happened and blah, blah, blah. We're all online. And I'm trying to take notes while on Zoom meetings and I'm click, clack, 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 chick, 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 and people would say, it only happened a couple of times, but people would say, hey, what's that noise? Are you typing or what, oh yeah, I'm taking notes. I'm sorry, I take a lot of notes. Let me mute myself. But then it became this game with I'd start talking and then, oh, you're muted, and unmute, mute, unmute, mute. And it's just ridiculous. So then I started going to books and I started writing all my notes down. Well, writing them down works great, except that it's not searchable. Hold on, gotta sneeze. Oh, the pleasure of doing live video. Okay. Writing it down, it's great to have all these copybooks. I have a stack of copybooks over here on my desk next to my workstation. I've got a stack of them. And it's because I write a lot of notes and I have all these copybooks. And then when I go to find something, it doesn't happen often, but sometimes I need to find something. And then when I start looking and it gets frustrating because I can't find it. Well, I can search things out in my Remarkable 2. Now, my Remarkable 2 will connect to things like Google Drive. It'll connect to things like Dropbox, and it will convert my handwriting to text, and I can email that to anybody that I want or email it to myself, which is a nice little trick that you can do to make like blog posts and things like that if you want. But it's a cool thing. So what I wanted to do with you now is I made a planner. I made a planner / journal, and I made it free for people to download through the Action Leadership Team website. So if you go to actionleadershipteam.com, you'll see a little pop-up comes up and it says, get your free planner, and you can download the planner for free. There's no hooks, no chains, no nothing, right? Just download the planner and you've got it. Now here is an issue. You download this planner. Now this planner / journal is a full featured planner. So it has the yearly view, the monthly view, the weekly view. So it blows all that out. Now think about what that really means, right? So you got your yearly, which is a couple of pages. Then you got your monthly, which is 12 pages. And then you have your weekly, which is 52 pages. And then you have your daily, which is another 365 pages. And then you have a journal entry, right? So we have a different journal page because journaling is a big thing to me and I didn't want to leave journaling out. So I've got 365 journal pages, and then I've got dated notes pages. So if your journaling extends past that page, I've got an additional page for you for each day for notes. So what you end up with is 1,274 pages. Now, working with 1,274 pages, oh my goodness, in a digital format, going like this, digitally, that ain't gonna work. And so that was one of the things that was holding people back from wanting to adopt what I was able to give to them. And so if you're someone that uses some type of digital platform, whether it's the Remarkable 2 or any of the other, they call them e-ink tablets, e-ink, meaning that you can write on it like paper, but it's a tablet. Now, here's one of the reasons I really like the Remarkable 2 for me is it's got a menu where I can turn, and I'll just show you actually. Let me do a shared screen here, and I've got this pulled up on a different window here, so you should be seeing the Remarkable 2.
They call them
let me turn that off. You should be seeing the Action Leadership from the Edge 2023 Planner and Journal. Now, what's really cool about this is you're looking at the tablet as I use it. And so at the top right-hand side, you see that little circle with the dot? When I click on that, that's going to make the menus go away. Now, my menus are on the right-hand side because I'm left-handed. So you set it up that way, right? So when that's on, let me turn that off. Sorry about that. So when you turn the menu off like this, when and I'll show you up on the edge of the screen here, when I touch the screen, nothing's going to happen. That means I can write on this tablet. Being left-handed, dragging my hand across the screen, and it's not going to adjust anything or do anything strange or weird because I'm not actively touching. It's not recording my hands. It only works with the stylus, right? So the stylus to me is super cool. So let's open that back up again. Now I have my menu back, and I can touch on the X, and if I touch on the X at the top left, it's going to turn that file off. So remember I said I've got 1,274 of these pages. So what am I doing, right? If I swipe my finger from right to left, you're going to see me start to go through the different things here, right? So I've got, here's a look at all my different months, right? So this is my year, right? And then we're going to keep going. Now here comes my monthly views. Okay, so you see I'll go through those years right there. And we'll get through December, January. So now here comes a week view, right? So now I can see, I can make notes by the week here if I want to. And that's going to go for 52 pages. If I click on, right down here, you see that there is this 4 square kind of icon. If I click on that, that shows me a thumbnail of all of my pages. And that thumbnail of all of my pages, I can page up in that. And that'll get me to where my dates are, so my single days. And we know that we're going to be about 70 pages in because of what we've already looked at. So page 72 is actually where the daily calendar starts to take over. And you can see here that the daily calendar gives me the full schedule on the left, top priorities on the right, and notes that I fill in beneath that. So that works out really, really well. The other thing that's in this planner is journal pages and notes pages. But here's where I want to make this kind of easy for you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this out, and I'm going to go to my 2022 calendar, and I'm going to show you what I did in 2022. Okay? I am going to leave my menu up, and I'm going to click on my page view there. And now you'll notice at the top of my page view, and it should catch up here in just a moment. It's still syncing to the screen here. Let's see. Let's get it going. Okay. But at the top of my page, you're going to see I've got tags where it says go to page at the top left. In fact, let me make sure that it is. Oh, maybe it doesn't show that screen. Oh, look at that. I don't think it shows the screen. I might have to go into this. Hang on. Let's see if I can go into, see if it lets me do it. No, I'm trying to do it with the mouse. So what I'm trying to do, let me see if I can go back. Let me see if I can close this out again. Okay, go to 2022. I wanted to show you, you know what, I can still show you. Let's do this. So let's go to current day. And on current day, it's going to come up with this screen here. Now here's what I wanted to show you that I did. See how it says Wednesday the 30th? So we've got at the top, we've got 2022, quarter 4, November, week 48, right? And then Wednesday, oh, let me see if I can get that to come up again. Wednesday, the 30th, right? So if you take a look at this, I've got meetings planned throughout my day. And then over here, I've got, kind of my top priorities. And then over here is kind of my notes for the day. Now, if you look down here, you're going to see I'm clicking it on and off. Okay. That is tagging. And if you look at that, I've got the tags: current day, daily journal page, daily notes, the cover, week view, and 1 page month. So what this allows me to do is it allows me to tag the day. So as I tag the day, I can go right to that. Now, what I was doing was, and I'll try to use the mouse on here, but I was using my page selector. And when I use the page selector, I wish it showed up on the screen share, but when I use the page selector, it lists all those tags at the very top of the page. And then I simply click that tag and it takes me right to that page. And so today is, let's say it's the current day. So I go back to that page that I was just on, okay? And today is actually December 1st. So what I'll do is I'll go to December 1st. I'll open up my tags. I'll select current day. I'll go back and I will deselect current day there, okay? So now Thursday, December 1st is my current day. And when I go to that full page with all of the page thumbnails that lists all the tags at the top, when I click on current day, it's going to take me straight to December 1st. It's going to take me straight to where I was last. So if I don't look at this journal or look at this planner until say next Monday, right? It'll still come up on Thursday the 1st. I simply am going to swipe over a couple of days, go to Monday, and then do whatever planning I need to do for that Monday, but then change that to be the current day. Now, by using the tags, I'm able to take 1,274 pages and I'm able to make it something a lot more workable. Now, in this situation, let me show you what a journal page looks like. I'm going to go to a daily journal page. The last time that I made a journal entry, it was on today, December, week 48, Thursday, right? Thursday the 1st, right? So week 48, December. And you'll see that I start out with things that I'm grateful for. So working with Lifter LMS and working with my wife, those are the two things that I had for today. Later today, I'll sign back into my page and I'll say, the best thing that happened today, right? And then a daily log. Now, let's say that this daily log, let's say that in this area, right? Let's say that in this area, I'm not able to come up, let's say that it's not enough space for me to write what I want to write. And what I really like about this is I can undo what I just did. And I can say, okay, I didn't want to write that. Let's say I want to do a fountain pen instead, right? Do a calligraphy pen. I want to do it thick and I want to do it black, gray, or white. I'm going to say I'm going to do it in black. Okay. I'm going to close that menu. Okay. So now I can write on the tablet without interrupting or disturbing anything, right? So I can lean on the tablet, with my hand, and it doesn't disturb anything. And now I can write right in here. So let's say demonstration. Okay, so demonstration for you guys. Okay, let's say I was having a sales talk or something like that, and I'm going to say something like, first we take someone from a lead, right? And then we split them and say, is this a hot lead, right? Or is this a nurture lead? And let's say that I'm giving a whole talk here online about sales training and stuff like that. So I can say, well, what's the difference between a hot lead and a nurture lead? Well, a hot lead is going to have these 3 traits and a nurture lead is going to have these 3 traits, and bam, 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 and you can blow all that out. You can use this as a screen share tool on Zoom and do whatever you want to do. Now I can open the menu back up, and anything that I didn't like there, I can just undo. And you can see right there, it's undoing each stroke that I made with the pen. I'm going to leave demonstration in there because I got pretty handwriting. Okay, so that's one of the things that I do. Now let's say that's the journal page. Okay. So the notes page, I can go to daily notes and I get a page right here that comes up blank for Thursday that I can use for notes. So I have all this space in here. So now I've taken this digital product and I've made this digital product as real as it possibly can be, except it's this big. It's this tiny little thing that I'm able to toss in a backpack or take with me or work on. I can download a PDF to this thing and I can work on the PDF, like draw on it and mark up a PDF on it and use it and read it. I can read a book in here. Here's a great example. I'm going to go ahead and close out the calendar and the planner, and I'm going to take you to all of my files, right? So I'm going to click on my files, and right here, Action Leadership at the Edge. Here is a copy of the book. Let's see, I'll go into, let me see, this is a good one. So this just takes you right into it, right? So this is the opening pages of my book, right? On the computer, it comes up in color. On the tablet itself, it comes up in grayscale, but I can read an entire book on here. I can download a PDF or an ebook, and I can use this tablet kind of like a Kindle. And so right in here, I can put a whole book in here. And this talks about action leadership from the edge and how I believe that everybody is called or destined to a position of natural leadership. And so I'm coming up with all kinds of ways to use this particular product. One thing I wanted to show you today, the main purpose of the video today, was to show you how tagging inside this kind of paper tablet is a game changer. So you can take a giant document like that planner I have, over 1,000 pages, and you can say, okay, a tag for this, a tag for this, a tag for this, a tag for this, and then assign those tags. And then you can hopscotch around in that document however you need to, quickly and efficiently, because of those tags. Folks, I hope you saw some value in that. If you're on the fence about whether to get a Remarkable tablet or something, I'm not getting paid. I'm not on the affiliate program, none of that. Maybe I should be. But as of now, I'm not getting a penny from these people. I sent them my money. And like I said, this thing costs as much as a laptop. But does it fill a niche? Does it fill a need that I had as a person that I wasn't able to take care of otherwise? I have a beautiful Lenovo laptop here. It's a 2-in-1, folds all the way over, turns into a tablet. It came with a stylus, all of that. But here's the thing. I can't read on my tablet computer. Being left-handed and dragging my knuckles across the screen, it doesn't work. And when I try and hold my hand up above the screen, I end up with chicken scratch, and it's frustrating. And what sense is it to try and use a piece of technology that becomes more frustrating than writing in a copybook? And so if the copybook becomes your default source for information in this digital world that we have, then something's gone wrong. And so for me, I invested in the Remarkable tablet. I've only had it a couple of weeks. I've been really, really happy with it so far. I've used it a ton, and I'm not seeing any noticeable wear or anything like that. The battery life is fantastic. I keep charging it, right? But I'll get 2-3 days out of it, and it's still at 70-75%. And then I'll just charge it up. So I really don't even know how long the battery will last. I've seen some people say that, it's 2 weeks. I've had a lot of people say it's 7 to 8 days. I've used it a lot for 2-3 days at a time and only gone down like 25-30% charge. So folks, take it as you will. I don't want it to necessarily be a commercial or a high pressure sales thing to tell you to go out and buy one of these things. But if you have one, I can't encourage you enough. Go to actionleadershipteam.com, download yourself, the free planner and journal, and get into journaling. I realize that people aren't using planners to plan anymore, right? Because we all got these phones that, we have our calendars attached to. So I understand appointments and stuff. A lot of those get set in the phone or get set in your laptop, your digital world. I totally understand that. I use the planner more for what are my goals? What are my focal points for the day? Even if I've got 3 appointments with outside vendors or outside people that I'm talking to for the day, even if I've got 3, 4 appointments, what was my focus for the day, right? It's my way of not letting the urgent become important. Just because I have a meeting with someone doesn't mean that the subject of that meeting is the most important thing of the day. No, the most important thing of the day is what I put in the planner. And so the planner helps keep me focused, and the journal helps keep my mental health on pace. And for me, folks, pardon me, for me, that's what it's all about. You have been watching Mañana No Más, WP e-learning, and action leadership, and all these things that are me, everything that's Kurt Von Ahnen. You've been seeing that over the last 3-4 years develop and morph and grow. And to me, it's been really, really challenging. I'm not going to lie, it's been challenging, right? The Power Sport Academy was very, very hard for me to kind of put on the back burner. With every fiber of my being, I wanted the Power Sport Academy to be it. It wasn't it. Mañana No Más and WP e-learning seemed to be it. Action leadership from the edge and speaking publicly about taking your natural role for leadership and being a person of action, and quite honestly not believing a lot of the hype that's published in a mainstream way. That seems to be the path that is fruit for me at this time. I'm grateful that you've been able to stick with me on this journey. If you're new to the journey, I encourage you to saddle up. Join actionleadershipteam.com. You can follow me up on mañananomas.com. And if you are in the WordPress space at all, if you're doing anything with e-learning, you need to be on wpelearning.com. And so it would be awesome to see you in all those places. But it's been really fun growing with you, going like this. And I hope what you're seeing, if you've been with me for the long haul, is like having purpose, having drive, trying to stay focused, and while being focused, being able to ebb and weave and flow into that which bears the most fruit, has been an exciting ride. Folks, I love you. I say it all the time. I'm thrilled to be with you. Thankful to go live again on YouTube. And if you have a remarkable tablet, go ahead and get yourself a copy of this planner and journal for free. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.